Welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. I'm Wyatt.
Justin.
Monty.
Tonight we're taking a look at the 5 Vegas Cask Strength. I'm not sure, is this cigar infused with something, or is it...
No, not that I know of. I believe it's just aged in rum barrels, maybe? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, well, regardless, I was smelling up the cigar before we started the video, and there is definitely something there. There's kind of that sweet type of smell to this cigar, but Cask Strength, I mean, maybe it is. We'll put that in the description or something. But beautiful, beautiful looking stick, kind of a soft box press. It's got this almost reddish hue to the cigar. Really, really smooth wrapper, kind of a spongy pack, but impressive presentation as always by 5 Vegas, 5, Cinco Vegas, Vegas Cinco, whatever. Yeah, beautiful looking band. Yeah, off the wrapper, it's not that much off the wrapper. Maybe just a little bit of tobacco and maybe like earth or something. But on the foot, there's definitely something there. There's kind of that maybe rum. I mean, some sort of a liquor type of smell at the bottom. It's very, very nice. Justin?
Yeah, excellent looking stick. We've got one little place where they've patched, looks like they've patched a hole or something, but it's held on really good. Yeah, it has a beautiful dark brown with like a hint of red is what it said. The aroma for me is almost like, definitely like a rich sweet tobacco, but like a sweet and spicy tobacco. Not like a pepper, more of like a cinnamon spice. Very, very nice. And then off the foot, about the same, but I would throw in a little bit of like a sweet liquor of some sort. I would agree. Maybe it's just power perception. Monty?
It's a very nice cigar. I do like a good box press. It's not a super sharp, creased box press. It has just a little bit of roundness to the foot. My wrapper looks pretty good. I've already cut mine. It cut amazingly well, which I like to see that it doesn't unravel. Some veins, but nothing harsh, nothing real big or pronounced. Coming off the foot, this is going to be a little bit specific for a lot of people, but I get a distinct aroma of sweet feed like you would feed a horse, like the molasses and corn.
I'm lost here.
I can pick that up.
Justin probably knows what sweet feed is as far as oats for a horse. It's definitely what it reminds me of. It reminds me of my childhood, but I like it. It has a nice, pretty gold band. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's get it cut up, toasted up, see how it goes.
Really nice first puff, but I don't get sweet feed or liquor. For me, it's just a really, really not quite dark, but very sweet tobacco. There's a lot of spice up there at the front, and then that kind of dies out. The Retro Hill is kind of peppery, kind of spicy, but not so much that it's too much to Retro Hill. Very, very thick, good, delicious smoke. Great start.
You got a little bit of trouble there lighting mine, but yeah, very thick, very ample amounts of smoke. To me, it's like not a pepper bomb, but there's definitely a lot of spice to it for me. But again, a lot of spice, but some sweetness. I don't know. I wouldn't say sweet, it's like a kind of a cinnamon and spice sweetness. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. It's very nice. The pepper definitely picks up in the finish part of it. It's still lingering on my tongue, but so far a good start. Just kind of a nice spicy sweetness.
Boy, mine was a really, really loose draw, which is not necessarily a bad thing as long as it holds up well. Lots and lots of smoke and a little bit of pepper on the back end. Not much sweetness for me. We'll see how it goes.
Let's get in first there, see how it develops.
Well, we're about 10 minutes into this 5 Vegas cask strength. I've had a lot of construction issues in this first inch or so. I've had to do several touch-ups with the soft flame and then eventually go to the torch. It seems like it's tunneling, but then there's also kind of this bizarre thing where the tobacco wrapper, I guess, just kind of like overlaps over the ash. Anyway, the flavors are really, really good, and to me they're worth working through the problems I've had with the construction. They haven't changed much since that first puff, still getting a little bit of pepper and spice at the front, and then just a nice, long-lasting, sweet, and I guess dark tobacco finish. So, good so far.
Yeah, I've been having the same, not quite to the degree, but the same problems Wyatt had. It kind of, yeah, just blackens the wrapper, and it kind of just bulges out, and then it burns the wrapper. It's really kind of odd. But overall, still a decent smoke. It's, cask strength. You might be thinking really full-bodied. It's really not for me. It's probably a nice solid medium. Maybe it's flirting with medium to full, but yeah, and strength is it's about the same in strength. It's really good so far. Flavors for me, you're still getting that pepper. Still get like a sweet cinnamon, a sweet and spicy flavor as well. A little bit of earth coming in. Just overall very nice smoke.
My burn's gotten fairly crooked. Probably about time to touch it up. The draw is still super loose. Lots of smoke. Not near the construction issues that the other guys have had. I do have a little bulge. It's running about half an inch to an inch behind the burn line. It's staying real steady. But nothing splitting, nothing cracking, nothing blowing up on me. The ash is still holding on, as you can see, but I get a real earthy taste on my tongue after every draw, and it really stays with me. So, good, bad, or indifferent. I don't think it's a particularly full-bodied cigar like Justin was saying, but we'll see how it goes.
Let's get into the second third. See if we get any changes.
All right, well, we're about halfway. Flavors are still good. They're kind of staying par for the course, but I'm still having a lot of construction issues here. It seems like every 5 puffs I take, I got to make another little touch-up, and so the ash is just kind of this blackened mess. And it's really too bad because the flavors are still very, very good. They haven't changed, but a little bit of pepper, it's still that kind of sweet, dark tobacco. But the construction on this cigar is really getting to me, and it's still at that point where, if especially if the cigar can, construction kind of fixes itself, then I'll be fine. But I guess something just to be prepared for.
Yeah, it's just, I've had some construction issues, mostly just burn issues, but it's starting to almost like work itself out, and I'm a little farther down than Wyatt, so maybe it'll start correcting itself here pretty soon. No flavor changes. It's still medium full body for me. Maybe it's just me. A little lower part, medium strength, but overall it's really nice performing, or nice flavor cigar, just not performing exceptionally well.
I would agree. Definitely, to me, nothing very cash strength about this. It's very middle of the road, medium body. I did touch mine up once a few minutes ago, and the burn has stayed pretty well since then, so mine is a little bit better than Justin and Wyatt's. Not getting any huge flavors off it, just a straight tobacco flavor. Like I said, very medium. So definitely nothing overpowering whatsoever, nothing about it, but good construction so far.
Let's get into the final third and see if we get any changes.
Well, we're at the final third of this 5 Vegas 5, Cinco Vegas, Cinco, cask strength. Overall, this was a good tasting cigar that had a lot of construction and foundation issues. It never really improved for me in the second half. As a matter of fact, it started tunneling and then just completely went out. So I went at it with the cutters, and now it seems to be kind of back to its old tricks. So I think I'm going to put this out. But the cigar tasted really, really good. It wasn't complex at all. I never really got any flavor changes outside of that kind of sweet, dark tobacco. Maybe a little bit of earth, but that cask strength, I never got any sort of rum or whatever taste. It's a good cigar for, I I guess I'd call this like a Cask cigar, but at the same time, there's a lot of construction issues that you have to keep up with, and then the cigar might go out on you if you don't. But good tasting, but like I said, just a lot of construction issues. So I would have to give this cigar, I'd give it a 6. It's something that I really want to try smoking again, see if I just got a bump stick, because Monty's burn and cigar overall seem to be a lot better than mine. Justin's did too, even though we had a lot of the same burn issues, but it's something I want to try again. Pretty much every 5 Vegas that we've had I've really enjoyed, so I'm going to take this one with a grain of salt and hope that next time I get a better one.
Yeah, for me it was a good cigar. I agree. I had a lot of burn issues. The flavors were always really good. It was always about a medium to full in body and about the same in strength. Flavors were very nice. It had a nice earthy core to it that was just start to finish. Kind of like a sweet cinnamon and spice, like a sweet and spicy on it, and a pepper finish. Pretty much the only thing I got throughout. Is very nice. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if I'd call this a Cask cigar for the same reason why I did. I mean, there's a lot of touch-ups you got to go. It's a lot of work. But overall, really nice cigar. I think it'd be great to end your day or mid-afternoon. A little spicy for the morning. But overall, I'd give it a little higher. I'd give it a solid 7. I really enjoyed it. I'd like to, maybe dry box them. Maybe I'm worried that it might have been the wrapper's a little over-humidified. So that's what I'm guessing. I could be wrong. So I might dry box a few more that I have for a few days and then try them again.
Again, my construction did a lot better than Wyatt and Justin's. I have had to touch it up again, so that makes a total of 2 touch-ups for pretty much most of the cigar. Stayed the same the whole way. The pepper went away from me very quickly, that pepper aftertaste on my tongue. It's very much just a medium cigar. I do think it would be a little much for your first cigar of the day, especially if it was early morning, didn't have any coffee or any food on your stomach. I think I agree with Wyatt. I think it's a 6, and I would try it again, but I don't know that I would just keep a box of them around all the time. So just a 6 for me.
Alright, well, in conclusion, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. And until next time, smoke them if you got them.